There we go. What's going on, good people? First and foremost, I just want to thank all y'all for subscribing to my channel, you know, the Jet Life RC Racing channel, where all the good things is about to happen. Like I say, you know, I have big plans coming up. I want y'all to stay tuned. Just know it's a racetrack coming your way here in North Carolina. If you're around watching this video, it's gonna be a nice track. Getting the land prepped and stuff already. I'm gonna post some videos of that stuff, maybe some pictures and stuff in this video, maybe. I don't know, I might post it. But today, I'm gonna do a little engine swap. I'm gonna take my AD2 off my Losi 8X Elite, and I'm gonna put that World's Edition in that V-Spec. And we're gonna go through that, show y'all the process, what I do as far as how I break my stuff down, you know. I don't know how everybody else do, but I'm gonna show you what I do, what's good for me, and how I come to go to races and come out successful and not break anything, you know. Maybe a little thing, couple things, you know what I'm saying, but nothing major, you know. I still go out, have fun, and fly it, you know, send it, you know. But we're gonna get into the action. Okay, people, we in the Jet Life lab. And we about to put this thing right here. Yeah, it's one of my babies right here, one of my latest and greatest. And we're gonna pull her out of there, you know what I'm saying? It's been doing me real good, you know. That JP4 pipe, you know, old school, you know, back in the day, it's what I used to run, but hey, it still put out pretty good power. It screams, I love it, I like the way it sounds. But overall, with this 82, love it, easy to tune, stays tuned, runs good, it's fast, it's pretty strong motor. Like it, really enjoy it, really enjoy it. But I'm gonna give it a break till next race season, get at a break. But I wanna pull this thing back out the box. It's been waiting to be open. You see, I keep my stuff in the package, you know. Excuse the head and all that stuff. But we're gonna put this in there. Oh, it's hard to do with two hands. One hand. What should I say? Ooh. Look at that. Nice. World champion. Yes, sir. I know y'all know about them right there. That's all I like. I like them OS motors. They stay tuned and ready to go. This is a monster right here. Can't tell you what all's been done to it, but just know she a monster. She don't look like it on the top, but she is. So we're gonna swap that over and put her back and put her in there. We're gonna go from there. Yeah. All right, people. We ready to dive into the action. Got the V-Spec ready to go. Put that over there. Now we're gonna take this thing out. So I mean, I know ain't too many videos on the Losi 8X Elite as far as people with reviews racing them and saying how they handle and, you know, all that good stuff. But as far as from my experience, this thing has been lovely. Very doable car, very doable car. I've heard people having problems breaking these front housings right here, especially around in here. People having a problem breaking them, but I haven't had any, knock on wood. Haven't had any problems. Some people's having problems with these coming apart, coming out. And the rear casing splitting. But if you shim it right, and you ain't gotta be a gorilla on tightening things. You don't have to be super tight, but you know, just put a nice little torque on it, you know, a nice little tension torque on it. Hold the tension on it, and that's pretty much a good torque. And I haven't had any issues with my stuff coming apart. Plus, like I say, remember, this is plastic stuff. This is all plastic stuff, so you don't have to jam tight on it. As long as you get a nice, snug, tight fit. Because remember, when this stuff gets hot, plastic expands. It expands, so and I know it's probably some of you out here like, hey, why don't you use a drill or a gun? Well, I don't like to do that because you can eat that head off that screw very easily. Very easily. Then you'd be having to cut on your damn engine mount and all that stuff. But this comes apart just smooth and easy. Comes right out of there. Engine out. That quick, that easy. Now I'm gonna take my pipe off. You know, you don't want to just pull on things. You just kind of just work it loose, work it loose, work it loose, work it loose. It'll come, see? That way you ain't damaging that seal around there. But you want to keep your engines clean, man. You know, clean as you can get them, you know. Yeah, that's smooth all day long. Re-oil your bearings after you get done racing, man. That's important. This clutch is very important. Without a clutch, you have no power. So this is how I get my set screw out, because you can chew that head off fairly easy. Fairly easy. So this is what I do. Then I know some of you, oh, he's getting the pliers out, he's about to eat this flywheel up. Nah, well, I mean, to me, it don't matter to me, man. That's gonna get ate up anyway. It ain't, you know, you just spend the money, buy a new one. If you that much worried about it getting ate up. But I like to heat that up. I like to heat that screw up, get in there and heat it up. Not too much, just enough, because you don't want to heat that bearing up that's in there behind there too much. I take that, take my pliers, grab my flywheel, voila. Real easy, minimum effort. Because you got Loctite on there, so by heating that screw up, you loosen up the Loctite. And sometimes that stuff can get on there, it can fall on there. Get your little screwdriver and a little flathead and get in there and get that out of there. You know, it ain't gonna hurt nothing. Let's see. Come on, baby. Let's see if I can get in there with something else. There we go. Still don't like to come off. It shouldn't be that hard, people. I don't know what that is. Keeping that bell on like that. Shouldn't be that. Shouldn't be that hard. Should just come right off of there. Let's try a little silicone spray. See if we can get it freed up. See if we can get it freed up in there. Come off of there. People, I never had that happen like that. I don't know why that's so damn tight. Alright, well, we're gonna come back to that real quick. I'm gonna take a little break. I'm gonna get that bell off of there. See why that's causing the hang up. I'll let y'all know what I come up with, how I got that off. Okay, people, we're back. Just like I said, little pry action. She come right off of there. Make sure you get your bearings. Oop, there's a little shim. I don't want to lose that. There's another shim. Bearing. Got that. But we're good to go, it looks like. Give me another set of ears on her. Get a little more light in there so we can see what's going on. Yeah. And clutches look good, everything look good. Yeah. That looks good. May have to re-shim it. I got shims, I ain't worried about it. But let's see if we can get that nut off of there. You gotta pull the back plate off, get that off. I'm gonna put these screws, we're gonna put everything where we can get back and hold of it. I can't explain how much of an organized you gotta be, how organized you gotta be. If everything's organized and neatly laid out, you can easily identify where things go and if you're missing anything. I try to keep everything, all my screws, everything in the same location. You know, try not to mix all that stuff up. Put me a little rag down. Yeah. Take this filter off. Make sure ain't no dirt in there. Clean. Nice. We're gonna get this off of there. Get this one set to go. Oops, Venturi. Can't stay in there now. There she go. There she come up out of there. We're gonna put that cap right there. Boom, just like that. Take this cap off. And I do put after run oil in them when I let them sit. I really do. Lightly pry on these gaskets because they will rip. They will rip. Yeah, I gotta reuse mine, but we're gonna cap that off just like that right there, and she's good for right now. Still gotta get the clutches and stuff out of there. Put this gasket on this motor. See, look at that. Look at that right there. I don't know if you can see that, but I keep my babies oiled up. Yeah. I like the 7 Venturi on there. I mean, anything bigger than that, I mean, shoot, you don't need all that much air and power. You don't need all that much air if you listen on a big track or something like that. But other than that, I mean, I run a 7. Most of the tracks around here are 7s. I mean, unless you want somewhere that's got a long straightaway and you need a lot of air. That's about the only time I can think about it. All right, so let's get this back plate off of this. Let's get this apart. Yeah. I just like to crack these loose. And I'm gonna get my drill on these. But I like to crack them loose. Starting out, twisting on them like the hand. Now I can just run my drill in there. Smooth, all the screws come out smooth. Ain't no problems. Make sure y'all like and comment, subscribe on this video, man. Make sure y'all let me know how y'all like these videos, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to, you know, give people another view and educate people on things, on how I do things, rather. I mean, let me know on your tips and tricks as far as on how to do things, as far as what you do, as far as, you know, taking apart your engines, you know, cleaning them and stuff like that. Now, I usually take a rag or something and grab that flywheel in there, or a piece of plastic, or I take, you know, like an old bag or something. I just take the bag that I had my engine in, you know, and just take some old plastic and use it to kind of keep the engine from marring up that crank rod in there. Oh no, what should I use? Some tape. Oh, I don't have any tape. I gotta get some more tape. But I know they make special pliers out there for this stuff, so I mean, you know, don't be doing this at home if you don't know what you're doing, because you could mess up your engine. So that's why you see me going in there like that. You want to make sure the pistons like that right there. And I usually take the bag, go through it. Oh, spam calls. Tired of them calling me. But I just go in there. I grab the crank. Loosen that up like that right there. Come on with it, see? Didn't damage the crank, nothing. Everything's good, ain't no marrings on it, no nothing. She good. I want to get that special tool that they have where you can just stick in there and it doesn't, you know, that way you ain't got to do all that extra stuff like you see me doing. So now I like to go ahead and inspect the engine. Crank looks good. Man, that bones brew, man. If y'all don't race that, y'all don't run bones brew through your cars, man. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, that's just the best. I mean, these things is, look how pristine, no rust, no nothing. I mean, look at that. I mean, you can't get no better than that. No better. Pristine, clean fuel. That bones racing. I run 30-10. because I like to have that lubrication in my oil systems. But you know, you can run 38, you know, if you got the pocket, you know, to, you know, replace your pistons and sleeves and all that good stuff. I mean, but you get a little bit more time out of your engine with the 3010. Now I'm just gonna run these in snug. I'm just gonna run them in cross. I always do cross. That way you get an even amount of pressure all the way around. Then I go through. And tighten, just not asshole tight, but just tight. Because you gotta take it back off, remember? You gotta take it back off to get that dang on what's. And I'm gonna drop some after run oil in it while it sits. Get my flywheel tool out. Run that in there like so. Pop, there go the weasel. That easy. This little tool saves you a lot of time and off with the clutch. Look at that. I like to clean mine up, you know what I'm saying? Take a little toothbrush, you know what I mean? Clean around that thing, man. Silicone spray. And wipe it off. Look at that. Boom. Perfect. Back clean. Now, get this spacer off of there. Careful not to jam your dang on fingers doing this. You just need to stick your little flathead in there just to spacing it out. See, about stab myself. There I go again. Trying to get up under that thing, trying to spread it. Pull it out. Boom. So that's off to the side. Now I redid this one, put new bearings in this one, this crankcase and all that stuff. I rebuilt this engine. I'm just ready to see what it's gonna do now. I'm gonna pull it out the box. I ain't really had no time really. So my overcast race is coming up. We're gonna have a good time with this. We're gonna see what this does in my buggy. I'm gonna see what I got. See if she's still putting out that thigh out. That fire. So we'll be back. We'll be right back. Okay, Jet Life fans, we are back. All right, gotta take a little break real quick, but we're back. Now, what I was saying was, you know, this stuff, you know, I love engines. I love working on engines. That's just my thing, you know. I mean, I like the electric stuff, don't get me wrong. But nitro is just my thing, man. I like to tinker and all that kind of extra fun stuff, you know. That's what makes it fun for me. When I can get in here and twist a wrench. I got a mechanical background, you know. Been working on cars and stuff, different stuff for over 6 years now. So, I mean, I just like twisting wrenches, period. Especially anything with a motor. Love the smell of that nitro, especially that bones. That bones just smells awesome. I love it. But that comes off easy. See, look at that. Pristine, brand new. I mean, you can't get no cleaner than that. I mean, look at that. Pristine, new bearing, everything. Piston. I got a whole nother piston and sleeve ready to go in it too once this one blows up again. So this motor is well good. Well good condition. Let's clean that off. No dirt on there. Yeah, let's clean it off. Let's sit that on there. So I like to drop a little, I don't go heavy on it now, you know what I'm saying? Cause you still got some in there from last time. So I just like to dab some in there around there. Cause remember, once you thread this stuff in there, it's gonna wrap around the whole dang thing. So you ain't gotta go dumb crazy on the Loctite. Cause remember, you gotta get it back off. Gotta get it back off. Hold it. Hold it. There you go. Nice. Plenty pinch and compression. Now another thing I like to do is go ahead and set my top dead center marks. So I know my engine is top dead right there. Take me a Sharpie and I just make me a top dead mark right in there. So that way I know I cut my engine off, I'm putting it right back at the top dead center. That way when you got that piston shrinkage, piston sleeve shrinkage, everything is squished the right way back into normal. And your engine, you will have way more runtime. Trust me, I know. I've been through so many of them. Me and my guys back in the day, been through so many of these things, man, it's ridiculous. So now, you can put your back plate back on. Remember, you gotta look for that indentation right there. That's where the piston goes into when it comes down on the decompression stroke. Put them screws back in there. And since this thing has been living in the box for about going on 2 years, we're gonna do a little test and tune video on this thing as well, man. I'm gonna show y'all how I back to life out the box. You know, do a little box tune, show you how I do a box tune and how I make it easier for myself to tune it. And I go by sound. I tune off of sound and smoke. How much smoke is putting out and the sound of it. I don't like running my motors all leaned out. I mean, again, it's just expensive just to be buying motors. I like to leave mine on a little bit on the rich side. So, still enough power to get over humps and jumps, but I still want to blow and smoke. I want to smoking. I don't want to lean. No smoke. I don't want none of that. And we're going to get to that point. So, I'll be back here in a minute. With another interlude. We're gonna finish this clutch system up, and then, like I say, we're gonna get this thing fired up, and we're gonna do a little box tune on it. Make sure she's good to go. Okay, good people, we back with another one. All right, finishing up with this engine swap. Going back in. Got my clutch belt and all that stuff back on there, people. Yeah, I think she gonna be good to go. Show y'all how my engines come out the box ready to live. Ready to live. Yeah. Yeah. Just all that carburetor and all that stuff. Get these bolts started, you know what I mean? Get these bolts going. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Run that down. Let me get some more light in halfway out for it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Get some light in there so we can see. Oop. To get a smaller one, get in there, get that thing, get that in there. Oh, there we go. Oop. You know what I'm saying? Get y'all some raw coverage. Get y'all some raw coverage of this. That's one thing I like about the Losi Elite too. These new ones, man. The engine swaps be so gravy, so convenient. You know, ain't gotta set no gal. You know, everything's already set to go. Set it one time and just mount up. Now it runs in smooth. I know some say, you don't put no Loctite on there. Nah, I don't need no Loctite. I ain't had no Loctite. It's got Loctite down off in there. I ain't never had no issues with them coming out, and I've took plenty hits. Have not had an issue with my engines coming loose. So, as long as you put a nice little pressurized torque on them, you'll be good to go. Like I said, I just hold it. 1, 2, 3. That's tight. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Put that nice little tension torque on there. 1, 2, 3. And always cross. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Tighten the pipe up. Oh, give me back my dang long wrench. Thank you. That's good. That's how you know that screw good. They're tight. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. We're gonna adjust that a little bit. She may just need a little bit of torquing on the bottom, but we're gonna get to that. Now, I usually hook mine up right there. That's a good position to leave it. I don't want to turn that thing too much. I want it to be nice and even. I want to jam that carburetor up. That feels smooth. Now I'm gonna lock that back in place. Make sure that's tight. Yep, there we go. Tighten it up. Perfect. Tight. Connect my fuel lines. Now I run mine over this way because due to the fact that this pipe being so far back, just tuck that over there like that right there. I don't know if anybody got to run Losi 8X's. If y'all got a better way of routing it, hey, I like to know as far as on this particular style of pipe, on this connection wise rather. But that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's all it take right there. A little engine swap. We back on there. Back live. Next time you see it, she gonna be running. Stay tuned.